truly fooled by the edit. Like, I'm watching the show, like, I'm not sure. I don't know what's real. And I'm like, is this just me or are other people wiser to the edit? Like, I realize once he plays the shot in the dark, you can probably go, okay, clearly he's even aware that this is like very likely coming. But prior to that, I was like, I don't know. It probably is Aubrey and Devins. Are you like too smart for that?
Oh, my poor blonde co-host. In the very beginning, he gives this quote about the prior tribal council. It's 100% me. I control the vote.
Yeah.
Bingo, you're going home.
Okay.
Home. Welcome, spinsters. We are very excited to bring to you another Survivor recap and roast from your hosts, Corinne Kaplan, previously on Survivor twice, for those of you saying I don't know what I'm talking about, and...
Perfect. And Britney Haynes, I have no experience with Survivor other than, watching a few seasons in my time.
Well, we were saying before the show started that this is a harder episode for us to recap because while there are definite flaws, it's not as bad. It's not as bad.
I mean, we don't have a guest feature. I feel like here's the thing too. We already hard launched Coach being a kook last week. So then this week it was just like a little bit more of the same. And so it didn't quite slap as hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's running out of antics. I honestly couldn't tell you. He could be repeating quotes. I don't know. They go in one ear and out the other. They're totally useless. But the episode itself, I think this is my theory as to why it was more palatable.
Okay.
Because it's a normal amount of people. I now know who people are. I understand the backstory. Everyone's got a bit of an edit going. Emily flips, Coach is nuts, Chrissy's bossy, Rizzo's, I don't know, an idiot. Like everyone kind of has their character set. And now I can watch the show. I was not able to casually watch. I mean, you have a cheat sheet for Christ's sake. That's how hard it's been to follow this program.
Right.
So, I'm giving Survivor CBS a little credit. This was a very tolerable, some might say interesting episode. It's because it's the way the show was intended.
Yes. And also very little Jeff Probst activity in this one for us to specifically. Now, next week, don't worry, next week looks promising. He apparently, it appears he's going to join in on the challenge. So we have something to look forward to. But in terms of this week, minimal probsting. And then like our spaghetti wasn't branded. It wasn't a brand.
I was just going to say, and there's, to me, spaghetti is just like poor cafeteria food. Like it's prison food. So he can't even spice it up. He's just like, and Paschetti. Like,
yes. We used to always joke whenever I would make spaghetti in this house, we would call it poor man spaghetti because it's just like a 3 ingredient item. There's not a lot of pizzazz. There's not a lot for him to try to he loves the moment where he makes their mouths water. And there just wasn't a lot of that to work with this episode because it's just spaghetti. We didn't even get the Olive Garden in here to bring in some fresh breadsticks and some bottomless salad. It was straight up just a bowl of spaghetti.
Also, I feel like, it's obvious just now that you went all in with Applebee's. Applebee's probably makes a spaghetti, a pasta dish. That's okay.
Corinne,
just tell us it's Applebee's pesto.
Every one of these meals is in the deep freeze from Applebee's. Like the Chinese noodles were from Applebee's. The spaghetti is from Applebee's. No matter what it is from Applebee's. It's just that they only paid for that one shout out moment.
Now, here, I don't know if you caught this because this was the only thing that I watch and I'm half in, half out. First of all, I'm watching on my phone. I have to watch it in the morning. Randy was texting me last night and he's giving me, oh, can you believe, and I was like, cause now he's our biggest fan. He said to me, I look more forward to watching your podcast than the show. And I said, that's such a high compliment. And he goes, not really. The show's terrible.
I was about to say, isn't it? I mean, I really appreciate the words, but yeah.
This particular rollout deeply affected me because he said, and red wine. And I was like, that's all you're not going to, what kind of red wine, Jeff? I mean, is this $2 Chuck? Is this Camus? I'd love to know more about the red wine personally.
That's also came from Applebee's. So look no further than whatever Applebee's has. Whatever is their well read. That's what we got. Mm-hmm.
Right, right. And I. So, okay, we're going to start with the beginning. I noticed that Tiffany, who I now like, I didn't know who she was before last episode, but now I like her. She does something that I always have done on Survivor. And it's because I have to, in my real life, my professional life, I have to shut the fuck up all the time. Yeah. I get a lot of shit with what I do. And if you don't know, I work in medical sales. And so often I'm having to deal with things I don't want to deal with, but I'm very professional. So when I did the show, I had this idea of like, as long as I have somewhere to pop off, like poor dentist has to hear about my day every day. Right. The confessionals is where I go hard in the paint because that's where I'm getting my emotions out. Right. For the most part. I noticed that Tiff does the same thing. Like around camp, she's like, she comes back from tribal and she's like, it was an honor to be played. Yeah, and then she does a confessional and she's like, I'm going to fucking murder everybody in here. Yes. And I am you are me, Tiff. I understand. And those make like
same thing.
The best.
I wrote it down as well. I was like, she has, like she's able to regulate her emotions very well, right? Like she has a lot of emotional control, something that I don't really feel that I do well at. So I can appreciate in others.
I would be curious what she does for a living, judging from the septum piercing, not what I do, but she has to do something where she's got to exhibit control because she's definitely got that. And that's not that easy to do. Like there's plenty of people that can't keep it together. I mean,
yeah, totally. I mean, even Coach, he can't get out of his own way whenever he's like, okay, fine, I'll go calm down. But then his method of like being quiet and calming down is to like overtly pout and sing to the cameras while he's supposedly being like silent and quiet. Like some people just don't got it. They don't have the control.
No. Or the self-awareness or, this whole episode, I obviously wanted Coach to go home like everyone else in America. But I was like, I wonder if I couldn't imagine a world in which he would really keep his mouth shut. And what he doesn't understand too is like, I can only liken it to Philip, right? Part of Philip's problem is he's insufferable as a human and around camp. But because he keeps doing shit, even if he shuts up, which he didn't, 90% of the time, as soon as the cameras are on him and Jeff is asking for someone's opinion post challenge at tribal and he pops in, you want to murder him. And so to me, I felt like, yeah, Coach shut up a little bit, but like he still got a quote for everything.
And I was about to say, he didn't really shut up. Like all he did was take his favorite cameraman over to the hammock and sing to him and give him poems. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yes, he did divert it to the production crew, but it's not like he just completely shut up, which was the request. The request was actually that you totally stop. Not that you just take it to that poor cameraman who is not being paid enough, you know?
No. And when he at tribal, which we're skipping all over, just deal with it. At tribal where he is like, I was silent and I watched everybody. And I'm like, okay, couple things. How does the hammock have a view of everyone? Because no one's doing anything in front of you in the hammock for shit sure. Okay. So that's not a thing. And then also, I don't know if you're coming up with haikus and singing, making up songs, how much you're really paying attention to the atmosphere. But he's got to act like, he's just so perceptive.
I thought it was funny that he bothered to pat his own back anyway. Like, it completely negates the fact that you shut up if you then tell everyone, like, guys, guess what I did today? I shut up real good. Did you guys notice? That was gameplay. Okay, that was my strategy. Like, why are you now telling everyone about it? Like, you were almost there, and then he just can't help himself. Like, he has to have the acknowledgement. So he, like, makes everyone listen for his strategy debrief of being a little more subdued today. And they're like, really? We barely noticed. Yeah. We heard you singing in the hammock.
And I think we're talking about one 24-hour period. It's not like This is like an extended amount of time.
Corinne, what would you do if you had an op on your season of Survivor, this annoying person, the Philip, if you will, and then you finally get them, you know the episode is coming, so you're salivating. You're like, oh my God, finally the episode comes where I got rid of this very annoying person, and the energy drain that they are on all the screen time is going to be gone. Like, I'm about to enter my thriving era. But then you have to witness yourself solemn-faced marching to tribal council to an a cappella rendition of a song that they made up in the hammock, carrying your torch with a serious face, and the music in the background is their a cappella ode to themselves.
Oh my God.
How do you feel in that moment witnessing that on your screen? Because you know that none of them saw that coming. They thought it was going to be like the normal go to tribal music, like the drums and the whatever it is. And then lo and behold, it's Coach a cappella style, pitch pipe in hand, like all the way to tribal council. He got like a literal swan song. There was a sunset. These people are just marching, and we're listening to the sounds of his, what is it called? He's not a bass. He's a tenor. We're listening to his tenor ode as he marches into tribal council. How annoying would that be? That would be so annoying.
So something I think about a lot, because it is the type of person I am. As I was just saying, I try not to pop off. I do it in confessionals. I'll do it like on my first season if I'm talking to Randy or Charlie or something, right? I keep it like you're not going to get in an argument with me at camp. Like, I know better. Yeah. I know not to do that. But something I very definitely would do is the second it's Coach and Chrissy, and I know it's official, it's time for them to go, you're not going to get whatever the fuck that was. I'm going to be loudly booing and screaming and ruining your last moments on this show. I'm absolutely not going to be respectful. Like, I would be so vocal. You wouldn't get a word out. Yeah. I'm serious. I would not shut the fuck up until you were offset.
Mm-hmm. Because I think that he accomplished his goal. You know, he was like, I'm going down tonight, so I got to pull out the big guns. I got to get the song I've been cooking up this whole time that I wrote, 6 months ago. It's time to pull it out. It's time to pull out all the stuff. And I was curious, because you're a lot bit more Survivor savvy than me. I am truly fooled by the edit. Like, I'm watching the show, like, I'm not sure. I don't know what's real. And I'm like, is this just me or are other people wiser to the edit? Like, I realize once he plays the shot in the dark, you can probably go, okay, clearly he's even aware that this is like very likely coming. But prior to that, I was like, I don't know. It probably is Aubrey and Devins. Are you like too smart for that?
Oh, my poor blonde co-host. In the very beginning, he gives this quote about the prior tribal council. It's 100% me. I control the vote.
Yeah.
Bingo. You're going home.
Okay.
Home.
I know it's Corinne. I put that right in my notes. You had him in his
That's all you needed.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm,
all right.
Yep.
They do just a good job of it. Basically is like a total cluster to me. It's like everyone's some degree working with everyone else, and pretend conversations, and you have to be left to decipher which one you think is real. It's all very tangled.
The biggest issue with the voting and stuff is that it's a very like when you're doing this, it's very mathematically inclined. Yeah. Generally speaking, without making it a two-person thing, because there's this idol, this person might have an idol. I could play my vote thingy. Yeah, like you have to run every scenario so that you don't accidentally go home as a result of not paying attention to these things. When he had to describe how that was going to work ahead of this, I was like, oh Lord, this is difficult. Yeah. And like, I have to say, I don't think my assumption is that no one was fooled by Devins, because if I go, let me see the idol, and you go, no. Right.
So, red flag. Totally agree.
I played on a season with fake idols, and Bob had to construct these idols. Like what he did was I won a clue at the auction. It came in like a glass bottle with beads and fucking feathers and shit. Right. He took all that stuff off of it. and built an idol that looked very believable. So this man, I just realized at this point, he didn't construct anything. He just used like a little paper.
Yeah, he wrapped up the parchment. Like, that's it. And I thought the same thing. I thought, okay, we're doing it again. We did the same thing last week where everybody got up and we whispered, and we've got a live tribal. I wonder how impactful it really was, because to me, it was not sold that well. Exactly your point.
No.
If someone says, show me the idol, and you're like, no, then yeah, it's probably not very threatening.
Well, just think through this real quick. Why on earth would you be like, nobody can see this idol? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What is any? Give me any good reason. Is there maybe there's a type of idol this season that if you see it, it turns to stone and it's useless? Like, what would be the reason? There isn't one. The reason is because it's not a real idol.
Name a blind celebrity. Name a blind celebrity.
Ray Charles.
The Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Can't lay an eye on this idol.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what he's holding.
That's what he's holding. So that's the twist. So that's why he got the clue, but then he had to go in blind. Yes, it's all making sense. No, I agree with you. I don't think anyone cares.
Do you know what else is very, very minor but irritating to me? So every time they have a situation, so they're like, okay, who wants, first of all, why are you guys all so fucking dumb? You should all want to go. We already figured out that going to exile means you miss tribal. What the fuck's wrong with you? So everybody should have put their shot in the dark in the bag, but whatever. Only 4 people did. Here's the thing that's annoying me about this. In real Survivor, not this version, if you want to do this, it's very difficult because you don't have a thing to shake into a bag to do a, yeah. It's actually like quite complicated to do things like that.
It's so convenient that it's like, oh, everybody just happens to have their die. Everybody get your die out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like designed for them to be able to do that, really. And then, then Jeff still makes it a point to ask at tribe, or it was at the challenge. He's like, so how did you guys arrive to the decision of who would be left out? Like, well, we get all dies and a bag. So it's pretty easy.
This decision made itself. I was curious as to why, for the love of God, if the fans really want a twist, send Sari to exile, tell her she doesn't have a vote. Like, I don't know, make a punishment out of it. Why is it that it's completely better? Yeah. It's better than the fucking reward.
I know. Everybody wants to go to Exile Island. Like, they have figured it out. They figured it out by now. It's an advantage, period, end of story, because they get to miss tribal. So maybe it's time to mix it up. Also, going back to last week as well, or maybe it was the week before, but whenever they arrive to the challenge, he trots out that 63% again. Get the memo. 63% is not an impressive percentage. And not only did he bring it out again, he first teased it like cutesy, like flirtsy. Like he was like, and I think it was about 63% of the fans. You are way too proud of that statistic.
Well, that and like so I misinterpreted. I thought that he was going to have the fans vote on specific things, like way more specific than just more twists, because it's a twist. it's way too vague. Like, I don't feel like you voted on anything. Did you? I mean,
they voted for the concept of a potential twist with no like detail on what that would entail. They certainly didn't know it was going to be a BOGO sale. No one knew that we were going to launch the BOGO sale. That was not a thing. It's not like they knew what they were voting for. It was just the concept of twist. And you still only passed by 63%. Yikes. That was not something I would be proudly declaring.
But also, if I'm a fan and I said, you know what, I like a twist. I might like a twist or two. Do I need a twist every fucking episode? Every single time? Like, I don't know that anyone voted for that, Jeff. Yeah. Stop making it like we did.
Everyone certainly didn't. Again, 63%.
Right.
Barely passing. That's a D. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I hope you noticed this, and I know one of our very dedicated fans will send it.
Okay.
Why, when Dee walks out at Tribal, Chrissy is blown away. She had no idea it was D. Like the reaction shot of Chrissy is bonkers because she's like she cannot believe she wasn't there last night. Like it was so strange.
Yeah, I don't know. And then did you also see the reaction shot from Emily when Rizzo yells to Coach at the end of Tribal, "You changed my life." And she was like, yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah. It was funny.
I appreciate some eyes. That's like as close as we get to snarky on Survivor 50. So we have to take like this tiny morsel of a crumb that we were given.
Yeah. I have a random fact. I mean, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but that you may or may not know. Okay. Did you hear when Joe quotes Mike Tyson?
Okay, so I know what you're talking about. And they even gave him like they gave him the edit of like somebody who's droning on, like speaking in nonsense. Like they did this like filter on his voice and then showed all the people looking like deadpan, like, oh, as if he wants to, which I noticed it because like, first of all, it sold me. I bought in like I was doing the same thing. But then secondly, I was like, could this not be applied to every single one of these people's answers? Like I'm not saying that what he was spouting wasn't entirely nonsensical, but I find that all of the answers pretty much are the same. And I think that we could apply that like filter to
this is
anyone.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I bring it up is because I said that at Tribal. So I found it very irritating because I said the quote can be misinterpreted one of two ways. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, or everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And it's like disputable as to which one Mike said. So I didn't say, I said everyone has a plan until someone gets punched in the face. He said mouth. Okay. I already said it. I bring it back. Every time Tyson's in the media, I'm like, I'm the only survivor to ever get on the show and quote Mike Tyson, who I live for. I love Mike. I've met him. Okay. I have a very funny story with him. And the fact that no one, you massive Survivor fans sitting there, none of you knew that I've already said that at Tribal. It was my Tribal that I got blindsided that I said it at. None of you thought that sounded familiar? Not very good fans, are ya?
He's just trying to usurp you and get on Mike Tyson's good side. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to anybody because at this point, Coach had quoted Magellan and his accountant and who was the other? Freud or something. Like, it's too many references. I can only do maybe one quote an episode and then I'm lost. After Coach quoted an accountant, I was like, I think I'm out.
Aubrey quoted War Dog, who I'm friends with in real life. I like the guy, but I'm like, you know what we could do, you guys? We could just come up with our own shit. And I'm saying that as someone that quoted Mike Tyson, but I felt that in the moment. I did not pre-plan it. And I did not drone on and on. Jeff turned to me and I didn't feel like answering. I was tired. And he's like, Corinne, what do you think? And you know, I didn't realize I was going home, but he's trying to get me. And I said, I don't know, man. Everyone, like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And that's all I said. I did not say anything else.
Right. Like
so
like very organic. It wasn't like you were sitting there writing an essay, trying to do some performative, whatever. Yeah. No, that's much better.
I don't think Mike watches the show. So I don't think it was like something I did for any kind of,
Yeah.
Nope.
What it says about me, I could do a lot of quoting. If I were there, I could do a lot of quoting. None of it would be remotely intellectual. Like I would be quoting,
of course.
Like 2000s pop culture references would be my go-to. I would quote old trashy other reality shows. I would be quoting the 1,000-Pound Sisters. If you held a gun to my head and said, quote Magellan, I would be like, I don't know, turn left. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How does he even have all of these quotes on the fly? Does he like try to memorize every single piece of discourse that he reads? Like, well, what is this?
The bigger problem is, honestly, there are moments where if you quoted 1,000-Pound Sisters, it would make a lot more sense than the quotes he's using, because he uses a quote and I'm like, wait, that doesn't tie into anything. You just had one left in the bank and then you were like, all right, let's make this fit this whole situation. He's not using quotes that are relevant.
His supplement game is, he might want to drop it, because I am a little impressed by the memory. Like I don't know that I would remember a single one of those quotes. Not a single one. And I don't know if he has a cheat sheet in his accessories case with the feathers and the bracelets. Maybe, but he certainly has quite the list.
Well, they're not well done. Like I'm telling you, it would be really funny actually. Like even when Charlie quoted Taylor Swift, like it was cute. It's fine. Why? Like, oh my God, they gave him that whole montage where he's doing the karate. Oh, and like the way they have him perfectly backdropped in those rocks, like,
yes.
Oh, it made me so sick to my stomach. And I know there's people, I know Randy would be pissed to watch that. Like, come on.
Oh, he's so happy. He is watching the tribute videos that include all of that footage on a loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Randy wanted me to address this, so I will. Okay. I didn't notice this till he said it, but he's not wrong. So here's something to note for all of you civilians out there. We are aware there are X amount of cameras, and they have to split up in different ways, which can sometimes tell you about the scene that's unfolding. So for example, if everyone is looking for an idol, that particular moment where you saw everyone like run in different directions, if a bunch of cameras, boom mics and operators are traveling in one direction and you're running in the other direction, you're not going to find the idol.
Correct.
So it's kind of, we use that a lot. Like it used to be a thing which really chapped my ass, but they used to use tree mail as a way to get you away from camp with somebody you're known to be strategizing with, which became very difficult because it became obvious. And so they'd be like, they asked Malcolm and I to get tree mail to talk about the idol we had found. Then the next morning or the next time we had tree mail, they asked us again because they lost the audio and we had to reenact it, which took way longer than it would take to go get tree mail. And I was like, well, now everybody knows what's up. Yeah. Everybody knows. It was so annoying. Yeah. The reason I say this is because Randy pointed out when Sari gets to that beach, and then there is a camera that keeps zeroing in on where the coconut is with the phoenix on it.
Yes.
If she just looks at the camera, even if it's as small as, I get that it's a large beach, there's 2,000 coconuts. But if the cameras are trying to capture exactly her behind, you know, the one with the, I mean, if you just watch that, it is very helpful. And it is a little bit of a tell.
Yeah, because it did look like it was like very close to that specific coconut. And she was in the background of the shot.
Yeah. And look, unless things have changed, there's a person operating the camera. So you have to understand, it's not the NFL. They're not strings and like cameras. A person, a human is holding this camera really close, kneeling by the coconut and getting that shot.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's a bit telling, don't you think?
Okay. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? Did we ever actually see the timer?
She did flip it over and then there was no update.
Okay. Because I must have been looking down because I was like, wait, does she have 30 seconds or does she have 30 hours?
Same.
They gave us no context as to how much time she had to complete the task. And so I was like very lost.
Brittany, she had enough time to sit down. Yeah. Because she got tired.
Take a breather.
You know?
Take a breather. Yes. But
a little time to cry.
We didn't know if that break was going to cost her or not because there was absolutely no reference made to like a general time frame that we were working with here. There was no timer running. There was no clock.
No.
I have no idea how long she hunted for coconuts. Like why?
That's such a good point.
It seems like a weird omission, does it not? Like, or could we not have at least seen the little sand?
Like the sand is at the bottom. Is she going to make it?
Yes. Where's the shot from behind the timer? Like looking at her as the sands of time run through the little glass. Like I thought it was like a little bit strange. Another thing that bothered me is I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, we are not outsourcing our decorative embellishments, correct? Like someone on staff produces the idols, the whatever this thing is, like the thing that they're trying to get, they have the necklaces now.
Yeah, immunity necklace. Yes. We do not have a Joanne Fabric sponsorship. Yeah. It's
do we not? Because why is there no continuity across our birds? Like we've got one bird on the immunity necklace that is like
yes.
You would just assume that the bird on the coconut would match the bird on the necklace, correct? Which would also match the statue bird. You couldn't even tell that thing was a bird. Why do we have so many different birds? Can you not like really create any continuity? It's like they just found a brooch at an estate sale and slapped it on a coconut. Like, and she wouldn't even know what to look for. I would have thought that they would be like, okay, for season 50, this is our emblem. It's this phoenix. It's like specifically this one. No, we're all over the map. Next week, it'll be a different phoenix. Like, what's going on? I would
totally agree
that it would be easier to just have that continuity all the way through the season.
Also, not for nothing, obviously they really wanted the coconut person to find the coconut because the coconut is laying on its side with the phoenix showing. She didn't actually have to pick up anything. She could have just done a perimeter check and seen it. You know, it wasn't like
that. Because so when she started going, because we had no concept of time, of course, as one does, I'm watching this going like, okay, what's the best strategy here? And I thought, okay, is your best strategy if you have a really short amount of time, run around like spreading them around and then try to look at a lot at one time. And, you know, maybe you'll get lucky and it'll happen to turn to where the phoenix is face up or whatever. So when she was going and like doing them one by one, I was like, oh, so we must have a lot of time. Like we must not be that worried about the time because it didn't seem like frantic or frenzied. And you're right. All she had to do was like go to the back side and she would have seen the glowing brooch on the side of that, the glistening golden brooch on the side of that coconut. Like that, she just had to go to the back side.
Yeah. I also like, I would be, I don't know. I really like Suri, obviously. I like her as a person. I like her as a player. She's very tolerable to watch. But it's so embarrassing to be like, oh, wait, oh God, okay. So it should be Coach and Chrissy. All right. Okay. Like, Ozzy, you don't want to like, I don't know, state your case or like, I mean, that's crazy work.
Fully taking the direction, fully like, oh, really? Oh, I know it's like kind of incredible to watch though. It's like, how because everyone is obviously of the mind that Chrissy and Coach are like the Karen and the Pop of this situation. Like everyone is saying that they are the ones who are trying to strong arm and that they're trying to control everything. And it's like Suri is actually controlling everything and no one is saying that. Not a single person is going like, hey, has anyone noticed that we're like listening to Suri all the time? Like no one has put these pieces together. It's pretty insane.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give her some credit here. She's not annoying, which goes a long way. And it doesn't appear she's like not constantly arguing for camera time. Like she's really subtle.
Very subtle.
And that is because if you're a tenured player, I mean, let me just tell you, if inherently I feel this way, I think most humans do. It feels like Suri is way more famous than everyone else because she's gotten on every fucking show.
Right.
It's to the point where I'd be jealous of her if I didn't know and like her. And I'd still feel I'd feel some kind of way. And she somehow disarms everyone.
I know. It's crazy. It's actually crazy to put into perspective that, she is doing so well. I was going to ask you this because I saw some exit press from Chrissy where she was kind of like stating her case for why she wanted Rizzo to go. And long story short, not to dive into
I have no idea where that came from. The Rizzo Emily vote, I was like, what?
She said that, I think, listen, I don't want to be misquoted here. I think what she was saying, because I was kind of browsing, was that she actually didn't want Rizzo specifically, but she wanted she wanted Emily. And Emily and Rizzo were together. So that's how she arrived at like making a case against Rizzo. But regardless, one of the things that she said that kind of like made her not like Rizzo generally was that he wouldn't help around camp. He wouldn't do things around camp. Like that he was just like very lazy and didn't think that doing chores around camp was part of the game.
I know where you're going with this.
Well, I'm just curious if you feel that that is strategically, should you make a lot of effort around camp? Should you be like helping tidy and helping do the chores? Because are you going to be like on someone's list basically if you're like a lazy POS?
Okay, first of all, yes, but this isn't where I thought you were going. I thought where you were going was Suri clearly doesn't do anything around camp. Every shot of her is in a sweater on a fucking log. I've never seen that broad move a stick. So she's also exempt from that.
Oh, that's not where I was going with it. But okay, good point. Fair point.
But yes, my God, yes. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely played with lazy piece of shits before. And it becomes, if you're somebody that's really hustling, by the way, none of them have to hustle because they don't have to get firewood. For some reason. It seems like that's all we ever did, especially my first season, because that's how you had water.
Right.
We were constantly trying to find firewood, and finding firewood, you're getting ticks and bitten up with ants and you're getting splinters. And like, if you're doing all that and someone's not doing anything, you really begin to resent them. And that you also start to come to feel like that person doesn't deserve to be here, much less deserve the million. What if that person wins the million and they didn't open a single fucking coconut or help build the fire, or you have to take turns at night keeping the fire going? Where all of this is this season, I don't know. I don't even know if I've seen a fucking fire. Like in episodes.
What are the chores? Like, is somebody supposed to sweep the leaves out of the hammock? Is that one of the duties? Like, when she said that, I did kind of think like, what are the chores really even supposed to be? But in any event, I was just curious about that. Then I also saw some speculation that Suri is so tight with Rizzo because she thinks that she could absolutely beat him in the end. So he's like the perfect, stout.
Patsy.
Yeah. Which I thought was interesting.
Sure, I'll take that. I mean, I don't know, but when you're playing a game like this, probably not the game they're playing because it's extremely short and everyone's well fed. But when you play real Survivor, old school Survivor, very small things can drive you completely insane, can change your vote. Like when I played with Dan in the middle of the night, we won this one tiny reward. There was a couple of donuts and we split them. And then I don't know, we decided that we were going to wait till the next day because there was going to be a challenge and, we needed the energy for the challenge. And he got up, maybe it wasn't donuts. Maybe it was just the rice. We made extra, whatever. He got up in the middle of the night and ate some of it. And I saw him. And then I told everybody. And then in my confessional, I said, maybe he was a former fatty, but you don't get to just eat like secret eating. So, I mean, I lobby people against him for that. People will get angry. Like, I remember there's a whole thing, which you guys would have so much fun if you got to see Survivor from like I guess what's considered a boring angle, but I think it's very interesting. So when we go to the bathroom, we have to agree to go to the bathroom in the same area. It has to be a certain away from the water supply. And you're supposed to dig a hole and then cover it with leaves. And then we would call it the coconut grove. Usually you have some kind of name for it so that you can say out loud to the cameras will know not to follow you because you're going to go to the bathroom and you have to go by yourself. If you go with someone else, they will follow you. But there's a world in which, I mean, on both my seasons, people got pissed because you get to the coconut grove and there's fucking duty out in the open. Somebody didn't bury it. Who didn't bury it? I mean, I swear to God, if we had DNA kits, we would have figured it out and voted that person out because someone was just not burying their shit. How rude. And then there were things like Randy used to like to aqua dump, which is go to the bathroom while he was like doing how he does this. I don't know, doing the backstroke in the lake or the pond. Unfortunately, that was also our water supply. Yeah, and so that can upset people, didn't upset me. I didn't give a shit, but I'm telling you little things. So the idea of not working around camp, that's a big thing. That's definitely going to upset people, but there are far stupider things that upset people.
That's true.
Okay. I am going to roll out the most delicious thing I have come across. And I am so over the moon to go through this with you. Okay. I don't know if you're aware. This is how it started for me. I caught wind that Coach, the Dragon Slayer, the Tide Runner, the whatever, the poet, the laureate. Yeah. All right. He was doling out customized names for $200 a pop. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. I heard about it. I thought, of course, I'll bring that up. But then I went to his website, and I hope to God you haven't gone to his website so that I can be the first to tell you this.
I haven't.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Been to his website.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, dragonslayercoach.com. So he is going to keep the Dragon Slayer name, apparently.
Okay. It sticks.
You're going to die. Okay. So let me just roll it out for you. This is how the site opens. The Dragon Slayer tribe is now open. For those who don't flee when life grows harsh. Live by the warrior code, exclusive gear and drops, inner circle of allegiance, limited time founding members. All right. Limited time. I don't know about that. I don't understand. Let me click. Okay. So the founding member thing, it gives you where you have to enter your information. Then you click prepare for battle. I didn't want to do that because I don't want to be on some fucking mailing list, but that's not even okay. Now he has the featured weapons. Okay. Forge your legend with these legendary weapons. Forge your legend with these.
What are we actually doing? Are we getting on an email list? Like, what are we doing though? What do I need the weapon for?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know, but
I don't know what's happening. Now I get a weapon.
Okay, so you have to have one.
I was just trying to get the newsletter. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Well, do you want to join the resistance or not? Because you're going to have to get out your wallet, Britney. Okay. So
what am I signing up for? Okay.
So the Dragon Slayer official nickname. So you guys, we already went over that. And everything, it says claim your weapon. Okay. Now, when you hit claim, and he's very clear, there's only 200 of these.
Oh.
Buy your session, schedule your call, or earn your Dragon Slayer name. This isn't a nickname. It is your identity. Anyone can make up a name. This is different. Is it? You'll sit face to face with the Dragon Slayer. Be given a name that reflects who you are, what you've faced, and who you're becoming. Once it's given, you carry it. What you get. Oh, this is what you get. 15-minute private. So you're going to learn all about me like a goddamn therapist in 15 minutes. And how much you want to bet, Britney? He speaks for 14 of those minutes and you speak for one.
And by the way, what he's reciting on each of these is identical. These people need to join some sort of community thread so that they can make sure that their names haven't been recycled, reused, repurposed. Because I would assume that they are.
Every name has a story. You'll know exactly why it was given. There's a certificate of authenticity. Well, thank God. Because how am I going to get my State Farm to insure this for me without the certificate, obviously?
Oh my God, thank God it comes with the certificate.
It comes with a physical level artifact documenting your name and your place in the original class. And then in bold, it says, this is recorded. Your name isn't just spoken. It is documented because that's what Zoom recordings are. Stamped, signed, numbers. You're not just getting a nickname, you're becoming a part of something. And again, only 200 will ever exist. So God forbid I see Coach out and he's drinking and he gives me a nickname. Uh-oh. No.
Where's my certificate of authenticity? Because that, I know that you just used one up.
Okay. This is so frustrating because it's still not over. This is for the ones who know what they're meant. Know they're meant for more. Have been through something, want a name that actually means something. If that's you, you'll know. Have been through something. I had a GI virus 2 days ago. Could I get a nickname? Old shitty pants? I mean, what do you mean? Your name is your legacy. Now, may I roll out? This is going to be your favorite thing of the whole bit I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Every single thing is limited edition.
Yes.
So I'm going to be able to tell you how many are left.
Oh, okay.
This is important.
Okay. This is important.
Now, this is a pretty decent amount sold, I'll say. Of 200, there are only 76 left.
Okay. So, all right. Not bad.
So people really wanted this.
And so
let's get to some.
These were $200?
Yes. So do the math.
Okay. Is it an e-certificate or is he sending those with postage?
Ooh, hard to say. It might just be a screenshot from your Zoom where there's like a little certificate that pops up.
You get to just print
hold on.
for your own? Okay.
I might be able to see. I mean, he's so fucking wordy, but that's unclear. And the website looks like very Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
The website also doesn't run perfectly.
All right. So he sold what, roughly 124 of these? Is that how many did you say? Okay.
There's 76 left. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just,
this is my favorite thing. So I found this. Hold on. I found this out because someone commented on our YouTube, and then I talked to Randy, and Randy goes, the first thing Randy said was so smart. He goes, tell me coach didn't win without telling me he didn't win. So he's got to sell nicknames for $200. And I was like, damn.
True.
Smart.
And if he had one, he would have at least waited to launch the site, you know?
Yes, of course.
I have it pulled up here, and you didn't even read me the warrior code. How dare.
Well, there's a lot of words here. Do not spoil the surprise. I have to get to the dragon staff.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Keep going.
Okay.
You also didn't mention a photo of him blowing a trumpet directly into a microphone. You left that out, but continue.
Well, I haven't had time. I'm going in order. All right. The dragon staff. It's a staff, survivor-inspired walking stick, handcrafted warrior staff. And if you take a look at it, it's a fucking stick, as Eliza would say. And now he says, in the wild, he carried a handcrafted staff. I swear to God, I haven't seen a staff this season. A symbol of strength, a reminder of discipline, a weapon against the dragons we all face. That is the energy brought into the real world. If you show up with a staff in the real world, people gonna think you're nuts. I don't think you're even allowed to board a plane. Like, no.
You can go to a Renaissance fair, but that's about it.
Then he goes on to say, and I'm skipping around because otherwise we'll be here forever. No two are identical. Yeah, dude, that's how sticks work. That's exactly how they work.
That is actually how they work.
Rugged, raw finish for a true tribal feel. Oh, you mean you just don't know how to polish the stick? Wrist wrap for carry and control. I come again? What?
How wild are you going to get with this dragon staff? What are you planning on doing?
This is $99.95. There were 200. He has sold 9. 9 morons bought a stick.
9 morons bought a stick from him. Oh, and you have to pay $8 shipping. Honestly, less than I thought it was going to be. I thought that to ship a staff cost more than $8, frankly. That might be a bargain.
Actually, I wonder if the staff is for a smaller person, because it's sounding to me like the staff, especially if you're gonna wrap it so that it doesn't break.
Oh my God, Corinne, just imagine if people get these and they're like more like a wand. It's less of a staff and more of a wand, like a little. Right.
It's a Harry Potter. Yeah. Okay. This is my favorite one to roll out. Please. This is so good.
Oh my God.
So this is a Dragon Slayer idol. Okay. He's made his own idol. It's a limited one of 500.
Okay. He was like, Billie Eilish did it, and she did. Yeah. Why not? Why?
1 of 500. No more. This is not mass produced. Well, it is. There's 500. This is not decoration. Yes, it is. The Dragon Slayer idol is handcrafted symbol to sit in front of you and life test you, because it will. And when it does, most people hesitate. This makes sure you don't. It's not. How?
No.
If I get diagnosed tomorrow with something, I just stare at this idol and I'm fine. What are you saying, you fucking moron? What you get? All right. He goes on to, you got a burlap carry pouch. So obviously you're going to travel with it.
Thank God. Because what if life gets you down outside of the home? How
my God.
Get it there. Oh, thank goodness. This is like an item that you can't leave home without.
What I love from him is he thinks about the travel. He's like, I need a strap for the stick. I need a pouch for the idol. He understands the modern warrior is moving around. Okay.
We got to be mobile. We got to be mobile with all of our equipment.
Okay. So he keeps saying once they're gone, they're gone. Each piece is unique. Slight variations are intentional. Choose to carry it or become it. Again, what are you like? Does anyone proof the copy? This man makes no fucking sense. I'm going to become the idol.
Choose to carry it. And those are that is not one sentence. These are 2 different sentences. Space, or become it, period. Or become it with its own sentence.
Now, the best part of this whole fucking website, I will say this 10 times, is that he has to say how many he has left because there's a limited edition. And in this case, unfortunately, he's sold only one. One idiot has an idol that they think is going to cure them. Give them self-confidence.
In case, please don't forget to mention the burlap sack. Thank you.
Listen to me. If I swipe on Tinder and I meet you and I eventually date you and I go to your home and you've got this idol, my pussy is completely dried out. I am fucking done with you. Like, I don't know where or when this one poor fool that bought this.
Why do you not have anyone in your life purchasing these for you? Like, what is everyone who plans to purchase you anything for any occasion for the remainder of the year need look no further? This is incredible. No. This is incredible material. Oh, did you know that there's reviews?
Well, are those on his Cameo? Because he links it to his Cameo. I looked up his Cameo's not that expensive, honestly. It's just $109.
Okay. I mean,
you're better off getting a Cameo. I mean, I bet you, by the way, that he gave a bunch of names out on Cameos because he doesn't, either he's giving you a quote, a haiku, or a name. He doesn't know how to talk like a normal person. So he was doing that and then realized I got a better way to monetize this where Cameo's not taking 40%.
I think that he has really resonated with his people. Listen to this. Listen to this review. This wasn't a fun little call. This was a mirror. Dragon Slayer, one word. Dragon Slayer broke me down in the best way possible and gave me a name that actually means something, not random, not surface level. It felt earned. I walked in curious. I walked out with a standard to live up to. That's the difference. He has found his people. He has found all the people in the world that like-minded individuals.
No, his mother wrote that. That's not a real person. That's insane. Nobody wrote that. Nobody fucking wrote that. That's exactly what he made. The whole website is supposed to make you feel like he definitely just fucking made up a name and wrote it. It's not a real person.
You're right. Nothing sounds more like Coach than this wasn't a fun little call. This was a mirror. That is Coach. It has to be.
Yes.
It has to be. You're right. You're right. I accept. Oh, he also has his own battle buff for you to face the fire. You didn't tell me about the battle buff.
You know what? I skipped it, but please, by all means, tell the world about the Dragon Slayer Kiss Cut sticker and laptops and gear. Wait, is that not it?
No, we're on the battle buff. Bill for warriors who don't flinch. The hilarity of this being that just in this specific episode, Tiffany was like, Coach isn't worth voting out because he's terrible at challenges.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then meanwhile, he's selling the battle buff for warriors who don't flinch. Whether you're in the gym, on the trail, at the range, or in the middle of your own personal war, the battle buff was not working for you when you could not pass that little basketball hoop like you were last place.
I swear to God, I don't have a battle buff. It's not on my website. Do you think I'm not worthy of the battle buff? Why can't I see it?
You know,
I'm worthy of the sticker.
Maybe
there's no battle buff.
Maybe I have a warrior within that you just don't have. Sorry. Maybe the battle buff found me. Have you ever thought about that?
It's literally not here. It's not here. Oh.
Let me just say this to you. When you put this on, you're not just covering your face. You're making a decision. I will face the fire. I will not run. I will slay my dragons.
Ah! By the way, shouldn't CBS be pissed if he's selling a buff that's not sanctioned? Like, CBS makes all their money on those fucking buffs.
These graphics are hysterical. Okay, for everyone who is listening to this, it's dragonslayercoach.com. I think you already said that, but it might bear.
But it's worth repeating.
It's worth repeating. Oh, I'm almost inclined to believe that he believes it. You know what I mean? Like, do you think he believes it? He believes this, right?
Yeah, he definitely does.
I think he does.
Oh, I need to point out if I didn't. So remember I was telling you, like, for the staff, for example, that he's only sold 9. It says 191 in stock, ready to ship, which means some poor fool went in on this with him and mass produced all this shit and is just sitting in a warehouse with 191 fucking twigs
Yep.
trying to sell them.
100%. That's exactly what happened. And yet not mass produced though.
No, God, no, Britney.
Definitely not.
No.
Okay, no review. Unfortunately, we don't have any reviews on the Battle Buff. Do we have?
Why would anyone?
I wish one of those 9 people would have reviewed the staff. I would love to read that. Why is that not on there? Oh, we're gonna have to. Now I'm gonna have to check back and see when the reviews come in.
Well, he got voted out, so this is the height of his fame, and basically we're recording this the day after he got voted out. So, yeah, this is like the peak sales. Sales are going to drop after this, I feel.
So many pictures of dragons. Like, what am I missing? Was there like a bigger dragon component in his former life with the old coach? Because I don't even recall seeing a lot of dragons. It's not like he walked around like Khaleesi with like a stuffed dragon on his shoulder. Where does the dragon come in? Nothing about, I don't know. The imagery for me, I'm like, I'm a little confused. This reads more like one of those, like, what do they call those world building fiction books? You know what I mean? Where like Lord of the Ringsy, like where you
no, it's cosplay. Yeah, it's losers at the Renaissance Fair. It is. I know. I wanted to mention because I apparently am the last person on earth. I didn't know that Coach started a band after Heroes Villains, and he called it Dragons with several Z's. And that part I thought was phenomenal enough. But then Randy, because, you know, he was living with Coach at the time, or I don't know if he was definitely very close with Coach. He did live with Coach. He wanted me to mention that, so he was convinced that they were going to get signed by an agent, obviously. If you haven't heard the song, I don't want to get fucking copyright infringement by playing it. I don't want to get taken down. But go ahead and Google. And I mean, much love. Courtney's one of my favorite people. I'm devastated that she was involved in this. Straight devastated. JT, nobody gives a fuck about. But anyways, the 3 of them formed this fucking band. It's painful as fuck. But apparently, Randy said that he refused to answer any phone calls because he never knew if it was going to be a music agent and he had to appear busy.
Oh. Thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Thinking 2 steps ahead always. Corinne, you also didn't tell me that there was Dragon Slayer War Balm. It's a war balm. Did you notice?
No, please.
War balm?
I didn't.
Built for warriors, made to kill.
Now I see.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
He's got CBD. He's selling CBD.
We really run the whole gamut here of products. It's like we got sticks, we got buffs, we got balm. Like, how does balm come into play? How is that part of? I've never seen a dragon wear balm. Like, I don't get it. How does this fit into the fantasy?
Oh my God, the price point! Jesus fucking Christ!
I know, right?
16 ounce for $149.95. What?
No reviews yet, but here's hoping.
I mean, also the obvious ChatGPT of writing all of this. No excuses, no slowing down, no mercy on pain.
Oh my God.
That's
listed as, and one of the ingredients is the proprietary fragrance. Don't you dare even try to figure it out. This is dragon sweat.
Built for the ones who show up sore, beat down, and still go again. Job site, gym floor, real life. This is very poorly written. Really, it's very badly done. I beg of our personal fans, if you have tuned into this show and you like us, I mean, I can't be friends with you if you're buying stuff off this site. I just can't. I can't. This is insane.
You know what, though, Corinne? I think that there are dragon peeps out there excited and happy to be getting their little clutches around some dragon balm. I think they love. I think he has found his few and he is thriving. And they build him up. They're like, yes, oh my God, thank God you gave me a nickname. I feel changed forever. Like, they believe it as much as he does.
Well, this is a dragon free zone, and I have a nickname for you, and it's loser. I feel like we should get to at least one email before we close out. Unless are you still interested in what else? What other wares he's got?
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm not totally done, but let's go to emails. Let's go to some emails. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll make this one quick and easy without like reading the entire thing. Jack wants to know if you're going to Stagecoach this year, Corinne.
Oh, Jack, I wish I was. Last year I went with Nathan, which was so much fun. And I just did not get it together this year. I've been in the middle of like, the dentist has moved in officially. We've got a lot going on. And I really wish I was there. I'm there in spirit. And also I have a little bit of an issue. Last year we like broke into Stagecoach. But when I used to go the real way and I had like celebrity, all the stuff, like it's really hard to go any other way. So unless the opportunity was afforded to me in that. And nowadays, like it's all influencers. And back in my day, it was my friend was the publicist for one of the artists and we had artist bands and that's it. And there was no such thing as an influencer. It was, you had to know the fucking artist. That's how you get backstage.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not the same Stagecoach I knew, but that's a great question. Thank you for caring.
Okay. We had someone else and I did see this. I think maybe this occurred on the group text. I'm not sure. Did you see that Zach Brown responded to the allegations?
Allegation of what? Of him ruining the show?
Of him tying a fish to the seafloor, allegedly.
What are you saying to me right now? Fuck no, I didn't see that.
Oh,
Zach Brown responded to us? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and he basically called us haters. Hold on, I'm gonna open it and read it to you verbatim now. So
oh my God, hold on, Britt. Now I'm in an active feud with one of my favorite artists. What the fuck did I do? I go to his concerts.
You're in an active feud. He knows about it. I'm so sorry. Okay,
oh
hold
my
on.
God.
I'm going to read you exactly what he said. He talks about how he got involved in the first place, blah, 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 blah. I just have to wonder, by the way, why now? Like, it's been a month. Like, why now? Why is he just checking his email? And like, it's strange, isn't it? The timing of it all?
Either that or he didn't fulfill his contractual obligation to say something about this show because he said nothing on his Instagram. Yeah, but my God, this is such a big deal. Oh my God, I can hardly wait.
Okay, here's the question that was posed to him. So the edit made it seem like you hadn't caught the fish that afternoon. That wasn't the case, ? I know some people online speculated that the scenes we saw were staged, saying a fish was tied to a rope at the bottom of the ocean for you to shoot. His response officially, I was in the water earlier the day of the show, but we were just kind of getting the hero shots and things like that behind the scenes. But no, I spent 3 days spearfishing. You don't tie fish to the bottom and all that. I was working 10 hours a day to shoot some really amazing fish, and the things that I saw were absolutely beautiful. But there's no faking. It shows my shots. It shows me shooting a fish swimming free. So people are always going to hate on whatever it is that you're doing. And then he goes on to say, but I had an incredible experience, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now we have to respond to the response. Like, okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where is this? Just like on where is this?
I'm so sorry. Parade Magazine. This is an interview with Parade Magazine.
Oh my God. Who's the writer? Because it might be somebody I know.
Hold on. Let me go to the top. Now I'm going to have to scroll to the top just to find out. Oh God, it's taking forever. You do know Mike Bloom. I mean, surely you know Mike Bloom.
Yes, I do. Okay. I would assume, see, Mike, you should have said where you fucking learned that information. See, if this was Corey, one of my other favorite writers, he would have said, where's my spinoff claims that you tied the fish to the bottom? Do you have a response for that? Mike Bloom, you're being a complete pussy about this.
Okay, but also he specifically says, you don't tie fish to the bottom and all that. Listen, Zach, I don't hate you. I'm not hating you. I am not Ray Charles. I saw the rope. I see it. I'm so sorry. I see it. Maybe there's a perfectly logical explanation. Maybe it's a normal, ordinary part of spearfishing. And you can explain that if that were true. But you're actively saying that you don't tie fish to the bottom.
So you've explained nothing. Then why the rope?
Then why the rope? Like, I'm not being a hater. I just have eyeballs. It's just eyeballs.
No. This is literally Devin's, and I'm not going to show you the idol. Just assume I have the idol. I'm not explaining why the rope was there. Just assume that I didn't tie the fish.
Yeah, exactly. What are we supposed to do with the information when we're looking at the screen and we see the fish tied 3 ways? What are we supposed to think about that? Like, how else is that supposed to logically make sense? That's
I don't know.
Then he contradicts himself by saying there's no faking, but then he plainly admits that the whole and not that anyone with 4 brain cells couldn't figure out that obviously you weren't pulling the fish in and going straight to the tiki hut.
Yes, we're not saying that. Yeah.
We're not saying that that's so unreasonable for the fish to have been on ice for a few hours, but you just acknowledge that you didn't even shoot the fish that day. And then you're turning immediately around and saying there's no faking. Do you see what I'm saying? Help me help you, Zach. Help me help you. Let's just address the points directly.
You want me to believe that this man was just going to go 10 hours a day for as many days as it took. And in this case, 3 days of 10 hours a day. Spiritual. By the way, you'd be so pruned. There's no way you're doing that. And if you were,
the crew followed you for all 3 days. They
10 hours,
10 hours a day. That's a lot of batteries, my friend. They just followed you filming the whole time because they needed to be there when the perfect fish arose. It's just logistically a little improbable. I'm not being a hater. I'm just saying, this is crazy.
No, but what that leads me to believe is by day 3, hour 10, they were like, just tie the fucking fish to the bottom.
Just tie the, desperate. We got a great CGI, what was that thing called?
What
is it?
Stingray?
A manta ray. We got a beautiful CGI manta ray, paid high dollar for it. We'll just throw that in there. Allegedly.
Oh my God. I love that he had to respond to this. This is this is really special. And
we've been called out as haters, and it's a bit of an honor.
Yeah.
We're getting more acknowledgement than Survivor 50 did as a whole from Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, so funny. Yes, you're in a feud now with Zach Brown, just so you know he's aware.
This is going to be so uncomfortable when I see him at concerts.
Not going to Stagecoach, because that would have just been so uncomfortable.
Oh man.
Yeah. There you have it. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for us to end.
Article.
You're sending it to me?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the whole thing.
I can't wait for us to finish recording so I can call my mom and tell her Zach Brown knows who I am and I've insulted him.
And then he personally insulted.
Yeah.
But, I just find this so ridiculous to be insulted by. All you have to do is say, you don't have to say, I promise it's real without any support. All you have to say is, it's very common in spearfishing to have XYZ. What you saw was XYZ.
Just what is
it? Yeah.
Yeah. You could even say
quickly shut me down hard.
Yeah, the camera plays tricks with the water. You think you see something you don't see.
Sure, something. Instead, right, it's a rigged Evans. It's you can't see the idol, but I promise it's real. Yes. What are we? See, I don't even want to be a hater. I really don't. I'm sorry for using my eyes. Okay, I'm going to send you the article right now as we wrap up.
All right. Well, do we want to do one more email, or I know we're over time and you have children to feed.
Yeah, we have a lot of emails, so we're going to specifically get to them, many more of them next week.
Yeah, we will.
In the meantime, you can send us more. Where's my spinoff@gmail.com. All one word, where's my spinoff@gmail.com.
For the record, she told me we had a lot of emails, and I told her, well, I have a website that I have to get to, so some of them not going to be read today.
Yes, exactly.
So my apologies. But obviously, I needed you to learn about Warrior Bomb and the stick with the fucking carrying strap and
the burlap pouch.
Yes, of course.
I was honestly on the fence about it, but then when I saw the burlap pouch was included, I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
You got me. Yeah.
Of course. All right.
Guys, it's been fun.
Yes. We'll see you next week. Bye, spinsters.